Haunted Hearing Aid. Recorded live by Luigi C. Russo, Chief Poet Officer of PoetLuigi.com. He will also comment on various entertainments recently consumed. And now, let us hear. Doesn't feel so good, staggers, sets bottle down. There is the bed, he stumbles towards bed, full speed stumble, hits just the side, bounce, rolls to the floor. On the way down to floor is a footstool his wife used for to reach the boots on the high up top shelves. Dr. Airstream hits his big smart cranium. Out. Scene dreamlike bedroom scene of Dr. Airstream. Fuzzy gray Dr. Airstream is slightly roused by thick, booted stomps vibrating the carpeted floor to his throbbing brain. One eye opens, then the other, slowly blinking parade of eyes. One eye, other eye, right eye, left eye. Squint, squint some more, on and on, until the pair of boots are in sight. His son Louis had boots like the pair in front. Dr. Airstream, Louis, my Louis, what brings you home? I have missed you so much. I believe I found a cure for you. Dr. Airstream reaches to touch the boots. The boots remain, and around the boots, soaking into the carpet, is liquid, a gel like drink, a smell forming. The boots are touched, no movement from boots. As Dr. Airstream touched, ice appeared on his fingertips. Dr. Airstream pulled back in confusing pain, on hands and knees, trying to lift himself, but only feels head pain, finger cold. Up, Dr. Stream, his mind thinks. Up, damn it, Dr. Stream. Louis, why have you returned? While asking the question, he looks to the face belonging to the boots. Dr. Airstream, you are not my Louis. In complete shock and ghastly horror, Dr. Airstream shuffles back, using hands and legs, backs himself into a corner, cowers, shivers, feels vomit rise and shake, screams, pukes. Boots tramp heavily in the room, thrashing large, heavy objects that the average man's strength could not lift. Thrashing stops, quiet, all quiet. Silence, the scary silence. Dr. Airstream listens to the silence, moves forward. Left hand squishes, slushes through whiskey vomit. He cringes but creeps forward, and there float a big round purple ball, his bowling ball, moving rather floating kindly, pushing itself along the air, not moving fast, just suspended in midair, but moving in slow time, sliming its way towards Dr. Airstream's head. And crack, ball hits skull. Ball falls to carpet, head whips back, head falls forward, head hits ball on carpet, head slides down, ball on carpet, head softly splatters vomit. Next morning, maid finds Dr. Airstream in bloody vomit, still breathing alive. EMS call. Dr. Airstream drank too much, the usual, when wife goes out of town. Scene changes to a country warm night. Night finally arrives for some. Night accidentally falls for some. Night unknown falls for some. Night smoothly unfolds for itself like a slow-moving blanket over the feet, knees, legs, midsection, stomach, upper chest, arms. Sleep, sweet sleep, a time when the nightmares begin to roam anew, a time when fantasies are put into play to release the forgots of the current world into kind, unhearty pleasures, a time when life's dreams remain. You awake, but tonight night arrives with an unknown purpose as 10 unaccounted but obviously connected people wait for their hearing enhancement to turn off. Just about 3 minutes to go. The universe works itself in accordance to those around. So badly do some people want, whether intentional or not want. And the universe responds. This time it is different. A force outside, yet part of the universe, is doing the bidding of various individuals that wish to hear. Tonight, the individuals who rest in bed confused, scared, tired, alone, but above all reflective. A voice each heard, an unknown voice the 10 heard. Anna Cage sits up in her lonely bed, always been an empty bed. Her parents still alive downstairs. Anna Cage has always worked and taken care of parents. Her father, a stern, quiet man, never abusive with physical matters, but his tongue did most of the damage. When her father begins to rant, Anna Cage would shut her aid to the mouth, noise rising up, and up is all for when the voice noise would be his. Anna Cage turned off aid. It would hit the aid, fall, flat, feathery, fall to the ground, be trampled on. Anna Cage was stepping, trampling, kicking so many words away over the years. She could actually swim through unheard words from her father. But because she cleaned so much and left windows open, the wind swooshed the words out of the way. Also, words eventually broke down over time and became less hurtful. This night, Anna Cage mourned her lover, the girl who she laid naked, each caressing each other, and words that were spoken from her lover. Anna Cage made sure she heard, oh, the bliss that was said. With each kiss, the wetness swelling up with the bodily heat, excitement only to be crushed by a man, a storm. Vanessa Morrison sat restless in a corner, shivering, sipping blueberry tea with little honey and lots of vodka, occasionally to wipe away memories for the moment. Those painful ones, vodka will do the trick. Vodka will please her pleasures, make her taller, let her sleep, let her wake up for a fresh new beginning. Eyes clenched, tears near starting, holding back those tears, the anger swelling, sip, calm better, grabs a bottle, swigs, sets bottle down, stares at the label and clear bottle, wonders about life. She has it all and has nothing. The world is so small, but each step taken takes us nowhere. What the hell? I am sexy, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am funny, I am welcomed. I am near nothing. More tea. Why, mother? What did I do to deserve you? Did you choose me? Did I choose you? If you chose me, then you had no concept of motherhood and were a piece of filthy diarrhea shit. I hope you burn. No, boil, yes. Boil in a pot of your hillbilly white trash, hideous monster lover's blood. May you rot and never have a soul. Tea and vodka. But if I choose you, what was my purpose? Am I a little savior to some? Do I hold something to better the lives of others? Goddamn questions. Should I date? Yuck. I need a perfect foreign god, a gentleman who knows about treating humanity with dignity. College trash. Yeah, I guess it's good for now, but not too close. Many have seen me naked, but I cannot totally loosen up. I do find that when I am naked, I am without my hearing. I feel closer to God, closer to myself. Ah, vodka in my veins. If I could, I'd inject it straight to my brain, numb the hell out of it, or use that needle to suck out the bad memories. I do not like the bad memories. Vanessa Morrison stands up, sways a bit, places the cup of vodka tea down, pauses, looks in the mirror, winks, and the image smiles instead. Ah, it must be the booze, she tells herself. Trips on her shoe, straightens, undoes her bra, under her hoodie, peeks outside, glances at the moon, smiles inside her heart, steps away, sits on her bed, burps. That concludes today's reading of Haunted Hearing Aid, Volume 1, Evil is Here. And now, hearing aid off, hearing aid on segment. Got some soccer games over here. What else can I do? I watch these soccer games to pick up, tips for coaching. We got 2002, Italy versus, what is this, Republic of Korea? Korea Republic? Oh, man, they could have played better. And I just don't understand how I understand how they lost. I just think like, man, if only they would have made this, made that. The referee wasn't calling bad, horrible plays. Toady kept flopping around and falling. Vieri seemed out of shape. The golden goal, man. I remember that golden goal. I remember it to this day. I can't forget it. It got kicked in and just staring at the screen in disbelief. That's all there is to it. That game, which was from 2002 World Cup, I give that a hearing aid off. Which order is this? 2006 World Cup. Italy versus Ghana. I believe they won 2-0. Man, Ghana was, whoo-wee, they fouled a lot, but Italy was relentless. There was just blue everywhere. You could just, man, they played and played and played. So good. I mean, they were just everywhere. And so, give that game a hearing aid. On Italy versus USA, 2006 World Cup. I remember this game. I went to Panini's. I was decked all out in Italian clothes, and I had a American bandana. And oh man, there was a red card in Italy, a red card in USA, another red card, and it started up being a tie. It was an own goal. Italy scored first, an own goal from Italy, 1-1. You know, it was even with one less person, they still attacked and attacked and attacked. It wasn't like the 2026 version when the team got a red card and they were down to 10 players and they just played defense the whole game. That's just not going to work. Not going to work. A lot of people on this team. Yeah, Buffon, Cannavaro, Totti, Pirlo, De Rossi, Gattuso. So many players. And but I liked how they still attacked with 10 people. And U.S. played hard too. I do have to say. Just U.S. is never smooth. They don't have a smooth team. But maybe in 2026. Anyways, this game gets a hearing aid on. Italy versus Czech Republic. I don't even though Totti's even watching. I remember watching in 2006 and just like, why is Totti even on the team? I don't know what he was kicking to, who he was kicking to. I don't know. But again, this game was blue was everywhere again, and they won this game. I can't remember 2-0, 1-0. I don't know, but Gattuso the choke slapped with his coach. So excited. I liked how every time Italy scored, they were just like going nuts. It was good. It was a good feeling. And again, that game gets hearing it on. And that too was from 2006 World Cup. We have what I listen to and watch. We have Corrosion of Conformity. Blind is the album. To me, it was just noise. Just noise. Lots of they had like one good beat. There was a live version of the song, but mainly it was just garble. That's it. Hearing it off. Cheville. How do you say this word? Neratius. Sounds like a Latin word, but if I'm saying it right, it doesn't matter. I have no idea what I listen to, so that they just get a hearing aid off. Mariah Carey. The essential Mariah Carey. All my hearing aid heard was lots of yelling from her. Yelling. I don't even know if she was singing. She was just constantly yelling. Hearing it off. Daughtry. It's Not Over. The hits so far. Believe it or not, good voice. Got the 90s vibe to it. Just the music didn't drown out the vocals. That's what I liked about it. So that gets a hearing aid on. Cher. Forever. Best hits and stuff. Yeah, she always has that nasally voice. Sometimes I have a nasally voice. And but she got that nasal, because somehow it works. Maybe because I grew up with her voice, and I'm used to it. My hearing aid's used to it, but it just works. Love her voice, cause it's just a nostalgic voice. So hearing it on. Darkness, Motor Heart. My hearing aid just couldn't get into it, so they get a hearing aid off. Cheap Trick, the very best of Cheap Trick. I think I listened to a previous Cheap Trick album, didn't like it, but this one, it was good enough for me. It was like when you zoning out and the music's just there and it's not cringy, not hurting my hearing aid. That's the good stuff. And then all of a sudden, the album's over. So give that one a hearing aid on. Carpenter. The Carpenters. The best of the Carpenters. Just sweet sounding voice. Just get lost in the voice. So hearing it on. There's a movie on here. The Magic of Belle Isle. And I can't think of it. Morgan Freeman. And it was about a writer. Morgan Freeman's a writer, the drunk, and then, gets back into writing, and, the little girls made him feel better. The reason why I like this movie, because I always like movies about writers and their struggles and their ups and downs. All the tragedy that surrounds great writers, even though it's a work of fiction, but great writers all have just tragedy, and then something happens, and then they lose it, and then they have to find their muse again. So I liked it. It's just good. It's a good blend of humor and seriousness. It was a really good movie, and that Morgan Freeman did good as a handicap in the wheelchair, so he did a good job acting. And that one gets a hearing aid on. And that concludes today's podcast. So have a good time out there. Thank you for listening, and thank you for not listening. Goodbye.